This video is very overdue, but better late than never. It needs to be done. So in this video I will be talking about my stance on rewards with its current state. So earlier this year rewards faced a rather major crisis, and lots of people know about it, but in case you don't, a big YouTuber exposed the fact that lots of people were using rewards to cheat and exploit the MSS feature in Call of Duty, and it caused a big uproar to the point where Call of Duty openly banned rewards, and that turned a lot of things upside down. So in this video I'm going to point out two kind of problem that rewards is facing right now. First is the direction it is taking with its marketing, and two is the subscription model that rewards has transitioned to recently. So first of all, I'm going to point out that rewards, the software, is a very great software. It is something that I use daily because I have got some rather interesting controller like the FlyDigi controller and the Darkwalker shotpad, and I need rewards to make the most use of this controller. And even as a mapping software, it is rewards are very potent and very useful to have, even if you don't own a FlyDigi, the Darkwalker shotpad. I really appreciate whoever worked on the development of rewards, programmer, the code, the tester, designer, and the people who work on the graphic designer. I appreciate them. I appreciate them a lot, and it was thanks to them that we got a very good program to use. Now, the problem with rewards isn't itself, but the way people manage it, the management and the marketing. What the marketing team has been doing is to sell rewards as some sort of a gray area cheat program, and they do so by telling others that people can use rewards to give their keyboard mouse aim assist by spoofing the physical device as a controller. But at the same time they tell others that rewards is not a cheating program. I believe that the cheater audience a core audience of rewards, and because of that it gives the people who use reward legitimately bad names. I am talking about people who don't use rewards to gain unfair advantage, but to seek an alternative way to play video games or to enhance their personal experience while playing the game. There are some people who use particularly interesting controller like the Azeron thingies, or like how I use the Apex controller, Apex 2 controller, or the Darkwalker shotpad, and those controllers kind of need rewards to further enhance their ability. And then there are also people who use some of the features on controller that is not very widely supported, such as gyroscope or jackpad, and they don't mean to cheat, they mean to look for another way, and they work to make it fair for others, and by not exploiting like MSC features or any feature accessibility features that give them an advantage. Now you would think that after the Call of Duty incident, rewards could back down on advertising their software as a cheating software, but no, they're doubling down on it. So they're now playing a kind of cat and mouse game where they keep changing the background process to fool Call of Duty into thinking that it's not reward but it's something else, and they have been doing that for a couple of months now. I know because I have been looking into the task management of my computer and saw that reward keep changing that one background process that was needed to run the mapping service, and it's better that they will keep doing that because the cheater audience is so lucrative to let go. And this is the bad problem because a lot of YouTubers who use rewards for good reason, like direct input, already gave up on rewards. If you watch one of his recent video, he's only used handheld companion or use the native mode of the controller he owns. For me personally, I'm in the position that I'm less affected by the direction rewards taking. I play mostly single player game, sometimes co-op, rarely multiplayer PvP. And not only that, some of my gameplay also recommend the use of third-party software like fly shimming. to enhance my personal experience. So I'm in a position that I can say, well, the whole problem with reward doesn't affect me much. But I will tell you that I am on board with guys like direct input, and this is because I use rewards to promote the use of motion control and gyroscope, and a lot of people still don't understand what gyroscope is. They thought it is some sort of another form of exploitation or we aim assisting, but in reality it is an alternative way to play video game, and it's very similar to mouse. So me and direct input are the kind of people who promote the use of gyroscope and trackpad to not use analog stick, because analog stick is not really great as a controller. With that said, direct input already gave up on rewards, but in my case I can't give up on rewards because I knew my controller, like the Flashy Apex 2 and the Dark Walker Shop Pad, really needs rewards to enhance their ability. And although there's some alternative in the market like Steam Input or Joy to Key, they don't make use of this D controller as much as rewards. They don't support as well. As a matter of fact, Steam Input doesn't support any third party and any other brand controller outside the Xbox, the PlayStation and the Nintendo, which is the big three. And some other programs like Joy to Key just only have partial support, not full support like rewards. So my stance is that I don't support the direction rewards is taking, but I will still be using rewards and I will still be talking about rewards, whether it's positive or negative. And if there's some kind of news about it, and I will try to cover it too, but I will not promote rewards. If someone comes to me and asks me, hey, should I buy or should I subscribe to rewards right now, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you to. I will tell you to stay away from it for the time being. Which leads us to the second point of this video, the subscription model. So a few months ago, rewards finally transitioned to subscription model. Basically, you have to pay a yearly expense to keep rewards running on your computer, and once the year's end, you have to renew your subscriptions in order to continue using it. They still give you an option to buy the lifetime purchase, and they now deem it they now call it the legacy license, but only for a limited time. At some point they will stop letting us buy the license, but they will still be supported. They will honor the original user who bought the lifetime license. But now that they transition over to subscription model, any newer user who didn't buy the lifetime license, we have to spend 30 USD a year. That is the standard pricing for a common subscription, which is for one PC. There is no bad product, only bad pricing. Although the $50 for the lifetime license, it seems kind of steep. You have to buy once, you don't have to buy it again. And not only that, they also sell off every now and then, typically toward the end of the year. I bought my lifetime license about 3 years ago during Black Friday sale, and I think I spent about $25, I think 25, 27 something, and I have been using rewards for 3 years now. Now if we do a little math, that just means for the past 3 years I spend on average 9 USD a year, $9 a year for rewards. And if I keep using it for another year, that expense is gonna get smaller. The value I spend is getting better. So I use for 4 years, I only spend something like $7 or $6 a year on rewards, and so on. If I spend another year, and that value will get better. And that's a really perk of one-time purchase. You only buy once and you don't have to think about it again. And the longer you use, the better value it gets. But for subscription model, it's a different story. The fact that you have a fixed price every year, you have spent $30 a year. That means that if you subscribe to rewards for 5 years, and in 5 years you will have spent 150 USD. That's a massive expense. So basically, rewards are good products, but subscription model is a very bad expense and it's anti-consumer. That is assuming that rewards remain the same, because when I bring up the whole value thing, there's another aspect of this topic. Rewards is a developing program. That means that the developer will keep adding new features, and we already know that rewards work on the basic that there's a base license, and there are also several advanced mapping license that come along with, like advanced mapping or combo or rapid fire and radio menu, etc, etc. So obviously they're working on rewards and they will add new features. So my point is that in a year, theoretically in a year, they managed to release some additional features. For example, if in a year they release 3 new features, that means you spend 30 bucks on the feature instead of the actual rewards. Now, one of the newer features that they are announcing was something called crosshair. I still have no idea what that is. We will see about that. But if you spend, you subscribe to reward for 30 bucks, and theoretically rewards is releasing 3 new license a year. I'm just bringing up the random number. I'm not sure that if they're going to release 3 or not, 4 or 5, I don't know. But assuming that they're going to release 3, you are spending 10 bucks on each license. And when you think about that, the value does get a little better than just spending just to maintain to have rewards running on your computer. If you think it that way, you are paying to use new features that will be included in the reward in the foreseeable futures. So this is where I'm going to tell you, I am not 100% against the idea of subscription model. I might consider a subscription model if the new features that rewards rolling out is what the subscription that rewards offer right now. That doesn't mean that I'm going to subscribe to the rewards right now. I'm going to wait for a bit. And how long I'm going to wait? 2 years, at least 2 years. I want to hold out with my lifetime license for 2 years, and in order to see what kind of pricing the team can roll out new features, because I'm just bringing a random number. I don't know how many features, new function that they can actually dish out. In the first year, maybe they work super hard and they roll out like 3 or 4 features in order to attract customer. But then on the following year, they slow down, the pricing gets slowed down, and they only release like 2. If you get fooled into buying too early, and then the next year they fail to deliver as much as the year before. So I want to wait for at least 2 years to see how many new features and what kind of pricing they can with their development, and then I will decide whether or not subscription is worth it. So for now, I'm holding out on my lifetime license, and if someone asks me, hey, is rewards worth it, I will tell you no, not even with the sale off. But especially, I will not tell you to buy the lifetime license. So even though it is going to be removed soon, the option to buy the lifetime license is going to be removed soon. Even then, I will not tell you to buy it. I will tell you to hold out, just like I do. Because let's just say if you buy the lifetime license right now, but then in 2, 3 or 4 months, rewards roll out a new feature that you really like, guess what you're gonna do? You will have to subscribe, and that means you spend another spend on top of the lifetime license. So you spend 80 bucks, and it's not really a wise decision. So I will tell you to hold out. By chance that the manager team decided that it's not lucrative and they turn back to lifetime license, we will go back to how it goes. But that chance is really slim. And like I said, I'm also open to the idea of subscription, but I'm going to wait and see how it goes. Oh, by the way, you're seeing that it's on and it's sale off right now. I think it used to be something like 15 bucks for basic 1 year subscription, but now it's 18 for some reason. I think they kind of lot of sale. But before you buy during the sale, there's something that I have to point out. So I asked rewards team that if the next year, if someone subscribe like right now during the sale, and then when the next year comes, on that same date when they need to renew their subscription, but if there is no sale during that time, can that person renew their subscription earlier during a sale before the subscription expires, so that they can enjoy the sale of the reduced price? And rewards team sort of dodged my question and answer with like, oh, if you renew when there's no sale, we have to spend full price or something. But that also means this is kind of problem we're gonna run into. Yeah, there's no guarantee that on this same day the next year we will still have the same sale. Maybe it's a war sale, or maybe there won't be any sale at all. And that means that the user who want to spend less on rewards will have to cancel their subscription earlier in order to subscribe or to buy subscription during the sale, so that they can take advantage of the sale. Or they have to wait, they also have to cancel and wait a little bit longer, and in order to use another sale that comes a bit later than the subscription expire date. So I think this is oversight on the rewards team, because it's just really not very consumer friendly, just so you know. Another thing that piqued my interest is how they have 3 different plans for subscription model, and the difference between the plans are just the number of devices. Like the common is 1 PC, the epic is 2 PCs, and the mythic is 5 PCs. The most interesting part is that rewards is very serious about keeping the license, the user license on one single PC, and it is hard so to transfer that license to another PC. But now they sort of roll out a subscription model for multiple PC, which made me thinking like, who are these subscription plan for? It can be for your family, because your parents, your sister, brother, and maybe your kids are not going to use rewards. This is super niche. Rewards is a very niche mapping software. It's not very popular, and it doesn't make sense for family, because rather subscribe to some entertainment like Netflix or something that everyone can enjoy instead of a niche gaming application. And it's not for friends either, because maybe your friend does plays video game, but what if he's a console user, or what if he doesn't care about mapping at all? So that made me sit back and think for a bit, and I realized that these are not for friends or families or anything. These are for business, and those business are the internet cafe that you often find in many places around the world. And it makes sense really. First of all, when you have a multiple PC, like a internet cafe, you can buy the subscription model for the reduced price, and you can apply it to many of your PCs. And 2, internet cafe is seemingly a more stable audience than individual customer, because if someone buy and rewards, usually that person, like I said earlier, that person might be buying for to cheat or exploit for 1 or 2 games. And when those 1 or 2 games ban rewards, that person is obligated to that person can demand a refund from rewards, because at that point rewards is no longer serving its purpose for those customers, and rewards has to refund them, obviously. But when it comes to business owner of internet cafe, they have tons of video game installed on their PC, and they have tons of different customers. And so if 1 or 2 games get banned, the others still work, and there's no reason for them to refund the license. And that's what I'm thinking. That's my observation and my guess, apparently they are changing their strategy in order to earn money, but ultimately the cheating scene is just too lucrative for rewards to let go, and they're doubling down on that. Unfortunately, I'm one of the sad victims that got caught in the spider web and can let go. I will have to still using rewards until there's a better alternative, but I don't think there's going to be any good alternative. So for now, the most I can do is that, well, telling you what I think about it and suggest people to not support rewards subscription model and the kind of direction the software is taking right now, the marketing team and all that. So once again, like I said, I will still be making video about rewards. I will still be talking about rewards. For now, I just won't suggest or recommend buying or subscribing to rewards in any way or form. Just don't spend money on it. If you already own rewards, then yeah, I'm happy to share my config and help you about it. But if you haven't owned rewards, just stay away from it for now, really. And that's it for this video. Thank you for listening and watching, and I hope to see you again.